Welcome to another edition of the HGP Sportscast. I'm Sean Embrack. We tell you now that Minister within the Education Ministry with responsibility for sports, Nicolette Henry, in our 2016 budget debate on Tuesday, February 9th, announced that a substantial part of the sports allocation will go towards the ground enhancement program to upgrade community grounds. Calvin Chapman was in Parliament and he files that report.
In 2016, the sum of $154 million has been allocated for ground enhancement. This is approximately half of what was budgeted for in 2014. But nonetheless, Mr. Speaker, this is in keeping with this government's approach of high-impact, low-cost initiatives.
Former Sports Commission head Neil Kumar decried the deplorable state of the many grounds that were developed by the previous administration.
The PPC government developed over 300 grounds around the country, and today, only a few months later, APNU FC are in government, and some of these grounds are pastures for animals and grounds for reptiles and snakes.
They outlined the benefits as written in the 2016 estimates of the public sector for capital project states, improved facilities and operational efficiency. Critical assessments on existing projects was done before this budget, according to Junior Minister Nicolette Henry.
I had the opportunity to review this program, which had no oversight, no measurable outcomes, no strategic direction, and certainly no impact. The slush fund days are over. No longer will $1 million be given in a flippant manner without a clear understanding of what and how it will be used for community development. Mr. Speaker, in 2016, this government will implement a strategic phased approach to ensure all grounds funded under this initiative meet the minimum standard of a functional community ground.
The outfit, Forgotten Youth Foundation Gym, FYFG, produced some of Guyana's outstanding boxers and continue to so do. However, the facility is in dire need of urgent upgrade and to be equipped with new gears. More in this report. Located at James Street, Allboystown, Georgetown, in a building that needs renovation. FYFG is home to many youths in the area to stop inclination to crime and substance abuse.
A few months back or something last year when the police had that nice Crime Stoppers program in our Bystown, and they were working with the church, which is good, and they were working with some community members. But what I think they missed out, in a sense, they didn't come and work with the gyms or sports, right? Because in our Bystown have three boxing gyms, who normally brings out like 20-30 youngsters. If you go to the youth tournaments in Bystown, you can see over 30 to 40 kids from Bystown participating in these tournaments. But the thing is, with the Crime Stoppers program, nobody never went into the gym and tried to assist, because we take away a lot of kids from doing crime.
With limited and worn gears and equipment, the gym continues to engage underprivileged youths in the sport of boxing.
Presently, our force need right now is equipment in terms of protective gears. If you look at some of the equipment, we got gloves and we don't have head guard, which is the head protectors and so on. And we are very much in need of good gloves, sparring gloves. This is sparring gloves we have no. But we are in need of good sparring gloves and good head protectors for the youngsters in the gym. We have over sometimes at times we got 20 boxers in the gym, but we don't have enough equipment to share with each one of them, so we have to work them in sessions or whatever.
Hope is unfazed that one day, just one day, because of the impact on youths.
People see we in a depressed community and forces don't look down the side, But someday, somebody can look good this speed. But this gym is open to a lot of youths. We encourage a lot of youths in the ghetto, we people say the ghetto, and the surrounding communities to come to the gym. We have kids coming as far as Sophia, coming from South Belt, and these things to come and train at the gym.
The real heart of the coach, Seabrook Blake, longs for help for the children in the area of sports.
For the kids that just walk in the city gym, they want to come in next time. I invite them in, they come in, they turn the box up. there's one RB streak, right? And it's important that when you're doing things like crime stopping and trying to reduce drug abuse and all these things, then you gotta invest in the sports, and this is the best place. Come into the ghetto, come to the gyms, come to the whatever sports organization, and assist through the channel.
Blake noted that poverty alleviation projects, which were geared to stop or reduce crime in Albistown, did not target the gyms in the area, something the authorities should seriously address. During his offering to the 2016 budget debate, opposition PPPC Member of Parliament Neil Kumar decries the non-participation of Guyana in the Inter-Guyana's Games. More from Calvin Chapman.
Sad to say that there was no games in 2015. The games, according to the protocol signed between Guyana, Suriname, and French Guyana, clearly state that the games will be played between the three countries in 7 specific sport disciplines in 2 phases annually.
The first phase of the IGG that was to be held in Guyana was cancelled due to the pertinent issue of the May 11th elections. In his subsequent interview with the Director of Sport, Chris Jones, by HGP Sports on the 14th of September 2015, he stated the reason for the non-participation in the second leg, which was to be held in French Guyana, who also had elections.
All right. Well, as you know, the second leg of the IGG should have been held in French Guyana on the 27th to the 31st of October. But we have received correspondence from French Guyana indicating that due to elections being held in that country in December, they will be unable to host that leg.
Several further discrepancies in the former sports director Neil Kumar's speech was found, one of them being his chastisement towards the NSC for not announcing a date for the National Sports Award.
All the Caribbean countries have already announced their 2015 top achievers in the field of sport. We have all heard about Usain Bolt in Jamaica. Can the Honorable Minister tell us when we will know the top achievers in sport for the year 2015?
An article dated January 14th in Chronicle Sports by Stefan Sukram headlined National Sports Awards May 7th, Grammy-style ceremony confirmed. The article entailed the plans of the NSC progressing smoothly with regard to the 2016 National Sports Awards, with the body aiming to host a New Age ceremony on May 7th during the 50th anniversary celebration.
And finally in sports, we tell you that West Indies cricket again in crisis as the World T20 approaches and players and the board at loggerheads over contract agreements. Details. The prospect of West Indies sending a second-string team to the World T20 has increased after the sides failed to reach agreement in their contract impasse. WICB CEO Michael Muriad responded to the players' request for a doubling of their remuneration package in the tournament by reiterating the view that the compensation package was agreed with the players' union, WIPA, last year and would not be changed on the eve of the event. Muriad insisted that the players take up their issues with their Players Association directly with WIPA and gave no indication he was about to reopen negotiations over remuneration. Muriad also stated that any player who had not confirmed their acceptance of the current contracts by February 14 would be presumed to have refused selection. With 4 days to go before that deadline, it's difficult that an agreement can be reached. Darren Sammy, West Indies World T20 captain, had earlier written a second letter to the WICB on behalf of the team that the squad had refused the contract terms and an 80% cut in remuneration to players at this event compared to previous global tournaments. Sammy's letter further demanded a doubling of the US $6,900 per match fee, and that fee across the board irrespective of experience is totally unacceptable. The letter to the board suggests that 100% of prize money be paid to the players as per previous tournaments, and the return to players of 20% retained by the WICB. The West Indies 15-member World T20 squad reads Darren Sammy captain, Solomon Ben, Darren Bravo, Samuel Badri, Dwayne Bravo, Andre Fletcher, Chris Gale, Jason Holder, Sunil Narayan, Kieran Pollard, Dennis Ramdin, Andre Russell, Marlon Samuels, Lendell Simmons, and Jerome Taylor. And that concludes our sportscast. Now for a look at your weather.